Most people that go to court for death by dangerous driving whilst under the influence of drink, drugs, mobile phone use are getting sentences of about 4 to 6 years. That really does need to change. There was a public consultation which was held from December last year through to February this year, and we were promised that that would be published in May this year, but obviously there's been a general election, and of course now we've got Brexit going on, so I tend to feel that it's been swept under the carpet. And I really would like them to look at that in more detail and publish the results of that consultation. Yeah, I feel like I've been let down, and I am sure that I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm sure there are hundreds of families out there that have lost loved ones due to these circumstances, feel exactly the same way that I do, that the government has promised this for years and done nothing about it. We thought we were getting somewhere, and as it stands at this very moment in time, we're still no further forward. I've tried contacting the Commissioner for Victims and also Theresa May and the Ministry of Justice again, but don't seem to be getting anywhere with them for getting this publicised. Every day I constantly see reports of drivers that are being sentenced for drunk driving. I constantly see on the news and various other newspapers of people that have lost their lives due to drunk driving. There was a case just recently on the M6 where 8 people were killed, and the driver of the vehicle that killed them was over the drink drive limit. He will be going to court soon, and no doubt he will probably get about 4 years. And that in itself is, disgusting, because he killed 8 people, and he should really be getting 14 years per person, not just all in one lump sum. So yeah, it is very, very disheartening when you see all this going on all the time. Takes me straight back to the 3rd of October 2015. It always does. We had a case just recently where there was an accident at the exact same spot only a couple of weeks ago, where a driver had hit a motorcyclist. Fortunately, this motorcyclist survived, but again, you hear about it all the time, and you will hear constantly of various accidents going off. It may not involve drunk driving or drugs or speeding or mobile phone use, but when it does, then they need to get a proper jail sentence, because nobody feels right now that they are getting any kind of justice at all. And I will carry on until I get some sort of change in the law. They've got to change that and make sure that people are getting a proper sentence. There should also be, with the current petition that's going on, the law for the amount of drink driving allowed should be changed. That needs changing as well, because people are never ever going to learn until they get the proper sentences, a stiff sentence instead of a slap on the wrist, a couple of years ban and a fine. Say goodbye to your licence. You're going to jail, and you're not going to have your licence back because you are not fit to drive. Full stop dot. Just don't do it. Do not get into your car. Think of the devastation that you are going to cause by getting in your car and killing somebody, because it could happen to you tonight. Get a bus, get a taxi, take a walk, whatever, but do not get into your car after you have had anything to drink. It is not worth the risk.